How you doing, guys? It's Danny K. Right back again with another video. Comment, like, subscribe for more content. Today I want to talk about what Cardi-B and Megan Thee Stallion teaches us about the world, how it is, about the red pill. What Cardi-B and Megan Thee Stallion teaches us men in WAP in the new music video. I never watched it, but it was getting so much heat. I'm like, yes, let me watch it, because this is something I could make a video on. And people were like, oh, what can you learn from it? There's always something you can learn from something, from that video. One thing that you should learn, it doesn't pay to be a simp. It does not pay to be a simp. It does not pay to be the simp. I'm telling you. And basically, that's what it was. Glorifying simping. Make you not be a real man. Make you think that being a real man is WAP, is getting WAP. That's not what makes you a real man. I'll tell you that for sure. You know? Real men that try to be a high value male, that does not turn them on. But don't get me wrong, they'll get some. Don't get me wrong. As a high value male person works to be high, they'll get some, most likely. They're gonna get some. They're gonna do what they gotta do. But that will never be their number one. That will never keep them man. That will never keep that man. Because he has other things like that. If he has 3, 4, or more than 2 girls that have that characteristics about them, wet and gushy. Wet and gushy. You feel me? That give a guy very good. It doesn't matter to him. That's not a deciding factor for him. So if you have a value male and you're placing a girl's value on just how wet and gushy the pussy is, then there's something wrong with you, homie. You're not as high value as you think. You're not that alpha male. You get still tied up into little miscued, little details. How can I say this? You get tied up in the things that don't really matter in life. It matters, but it's not the big thing. It's not the whole picture. If that's the only deciding factor that make you want to give half stuff, that's the only deciding factor that make you want to put a ring in somebody's finger, then you had to do some real life evaluations about where you are in life. You have to do some real life evaluations, because that should not be a man's purpose. Basically, you're making sex your purpose. And that shouldn't be it. That should not be your purpose. That should not be your goal. It's good to have, but that should not be your end goal. That's not the purpose that you put on this earth, just to have sex, I just want to have sex. No, that's not your purpose. A high-value male, a man who tries his best to be his most alpha, most masculine self, his true purpose is what he wants to do. Is what brings him success, money, what makes him a king in his world. But in this world, right now, you have to have money, you have to have status, you have to have your income right in order to be in that status. Because any man can have sex, anybody can have sex. That does not make you that status symbol. That doesn't make you go and level up. If you're on your purpose, you're on your economics, you're on success, you're on your business. That's what keeps you satisfied. That's what keeps you whole. That's what turns you on. Sex is just a reward of that. It's just a byproduct of that. And high-value men, or men who try their best to be their full alpha sense, know this. So Cardi-B really did show, Cardi-B and Megan Thee Stallion in the music video WAP, it really did show how a lot of men in this generation, a lot of people in this generation, even some females, value, sex at a certain point where that's the end-all, be-all, when that just means to end. Sex is really meant for procreation. That's the truth. Whether you like it or not, sometimes I don't like it. I'm like, oh, dang, it's meant for procreation. This is part of it. It's part of a relationship. If someone was in long, it's part of it, but that's not the end all be all. Because what you gonna do when you're done having sex? Sit there and look at each other like, do you like the person who you with? Is that person a good person to you? Does that person, as a man, does that person admire, adore, and respect you? Trust me, a lot of you guys don't get that. A lot of guys don't get a girl crying, talking about, dang, thank you, you said what I did was good, and that just really hit home. You had no girl cry in your arms. You had no girl really cry that you told them good job. You never had that. Now, some guys, I'm not sure if you the guy had that, you know what's going on. But some guys never had that. because you're still looking on base level. You're still looking on base level. Don't get me, that's part of it. You know, it's like when you're playing basketball. You know, you look at somebody dribbling and just shooting. Dribble is part of the game. Just doing the basics, just one bounce dribble, that's part of the game. That's just basics. That's nothing. That's not really skill. Now when you start doing Euro steps, you start doing lay it up, step back, now you start picking up the skill. Anybody could just toss a football. But now we need a quarterback, and you know the schemes, and you know the skill, you know, dang, the safety gonna move this way, I know what to do. Now that's when you know the game. That's when you know about life. That's how life is. Sex is just the base level. This base level is kind of anybody could do it. And a high value man should not put his gold on that item. Because that just, at a certain point, you can't do it no more. Girls, when they're 40, 50s, I think 50s, 60s, they're going to menopause. You can't do it no more. Well, they can still do it, but it's more like the value goes down once you get older. What's the whole point? Putting your value on that. Excuse me, damn, I'm getting hiccups, man. I'm speaking so much truth, I'm getting hiccups, man. You feel me? So every man should learn from this video. There should not be that man that's willing just for some good sex, like, dang, oh my gosh. You're lame. And for girls, you can't compare yourself with Cardi-B and Megan Thee Stallion. They're rich. They're rich, they're millionaires. You can hire people to do the dishes. Girl, you still working a 9 to 5. That's probably not, I'm not saying if you're making a lot of money, you're making a lot of money. But if you're working enough money to pay somebody else a full-time income to clean the dishes, then I'll be quiet. But until then, you should shut up. You should be like, oh yeah, then this is all that matters. No, that's not all that matters. A guy would do for that for the time. How about a man would just do that just to have fun, you know? It's like you go to Six Flags, you know, he'll go on a ride, enjoy the ride. When he's done with the ride, he's gonna go on. Cause that's not value. That does not mean nothing. Trust me on that. For a high value male, if you're a high value male, that does not really mean nothing. Cause you had that before, and you could have that continuously. So that's just a little. It's good, but that's not the end all be all. What's your soul? Do you admire me? What's your character? Do you respect me? That's the end all be all. All the other things is here today and gone tomorrow. So take notes. When you watch this, take notes. When you're watching this, take notes. Are you contained? Are you judging? Are you putting your value on something that decays? Think about that, gentlemen. Please comment, like, subscribe. Danny K out.